And so DeVanzo stands in, 6-foot first baseman out of Pawtucket. Fine form on this fella. Shot down the line. That's a frozen rope. Base hit in anybody's league. And here's Captain Jeter, steps up to the plate to his usual hip-hop music. Boom, 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 boom. And look at the triceps on this youngster.
What's going on, everybody? You're listening to the Baseball Goombas. Today is July 8th, 2018. This is our 15th podcast episode. John Goomba here with Chris Goomba.
Chris Goomba! What's happening, everybody? Welcome to another episode. John, what are we talking about today?
Well, first, I just want to thank Artie DeVanzo for that intro there from Beer League with the DeVanzo shift.
Shot down the line.
That's a frozen rope. One of our
underrated movie.
Very quotable movie. So
hilarious.
You might be hearing a lot more of that when we open up the
Stay
episodes.
tuned.
Yeah.
Open up a can here.
Big Artie fans and Manganelli Fitness. But
shout out to our buddy Mr. Raymond on his our fantasy league. His fantasy baseball team is actually called the DeVanzo Shift. Shout out to Ray.
But Yankees, starting us off, they're 57-29, 2 games back. Sevy with the win yesterday, his 14th win on the year in 86 games.
Pretty crazy.
This guy really has potential to get 25 wins, which hasn't been done since 1990 with Bob Welch in the A's when he had 27 wins.
Interesting note there.
So it's very possible that Severino can have 25 wins for the first time in almost 30 years.
It's almost, it is pretty much automatic every time he takes the mound.
14 wins, 86
pretty much automatic. And to think what he did last year in the wild card game against the Twins.
Everybody was like, you can't count on this
shock.
guy, but...
I was in shock.
Yeah.
Like I said, I was there, and it was...
it's the Twins.
Yeah, it was quite an amazing feat that they actually pulled it off with the bullpen.
But the single season record is Denny McLain with 31. He had in
31 wins.
68 for the Tigers. So I don't know, Sevy, can you break Denny's record in today's baseball game?
It's crazy.
That's
31. Just think about that.
31 wins. Would you win every time out? You're looking to get 30 starts in a year.
Can you imagine that nowadays?
That's what I'm saying.
When Sergio Romo's starting going one inning. No, he can't.
No.
But on a awful note.
Yeah, here we go. Let's change it up to the opposite of Severino.
Mr. Sonny Gray.
Yeah.
Yankees, it ain't working. It's not working out.
No. Some
guys are just not meant to cut it with New York and with the Yankees. And right now, Sonny Gray is part of that clan.
Mm-hmm.
It is just, it's not working.
Brutal baseball.
It's here we go again. Nothing's changed except his ERA for the worst. How much is enough with this guy?
Yeah.
Had another rough outing Friday night against the Jays.
What do you got? Two innings?
Yes, a hearty, meaty 2 innings.
Woo!
6 hits, 5 earned runs.
It
was the shortest start of the season, and that was coming off the then shortest start of the season, last time out against Boston.
2 1/3.
And mind you, does Justin Smoke hit anybody else but the Yankees?
He's just Yankee killer.
I mean,
he's
goodness.
He's a Yankee killer.
Kills the team.
Yeah.
Friday night, 2 for 3. Yesterday, 2 for 4.
Jays in general just play well against you guys.
It's amazing. Justin Smoke.
Yeah.
Killer. But Sonny Gray ERA sits at 5.85 through 17 starts.
Dealing.
That is not a small sample size anymore.
Yeah, 55 earned runs in 84 innings.
I think the team needs a reality check.
Yeah.
And they got to swallow their pride and kind of move on. And just because of what he was supposed to be coming over last year, he hasn't been anywhere close to it of what he was with the A's. And he wasn't even that great with the A's. He was okay.
He had 2 years.
Respectable.
But by the time you got him, he wasn't old Sonny Gray then.
No, right. And
you could see that he wasn't the same guy anymore, and you went out and got him anyway.
It's just his last 2 starts. Okay, you talk about an innings eater, 4 1/3
with 11 earned runs.
11 earned runs, 13 hits, 18 base runners. It's not going to cut.
How do you get 18 base runners in 4 innings?
Just not throwing the ball well. That's how you do it.
Man,
it's not. And he even said it himself.
He did. This was shocking, actually.
He said the team's playing well every 5 days except when I take the ball.
Yeah,
and it's kind of. You talk about an automatic win with Severino.
He's complete opposite.
It's kind of an automatic loss with the Yankees.
If you look at Sonny Gray, 17 starts, he's 7-10. Okay? So he is responsible, if the Yankees have 29 losses, for over a third of the Yankee. One man is responsible for over 1/3 of the team's losses, going 7-10 in his starts.
Yeah,
it's not okay.
Yankees have 29 losses
because
so
of
far.
one problem. This is it. Go fix it.
29 losses so far coming into today's game, afternoon's game with the Jays. Gray owns 7 of those losses. 7 of 29.
Yeah.
All by himself.
Yep.
And it's just overall bad news bears. It's more than, the 7 losses are more than Tanaka, CeCe, and Sevy combined.
Crazy. That's crazy.
As a Yankee, he's 9-14. Over the last 3 years, he's 20-30. So the writing's on the wall. Maybe Sonny Gray is not the number 2 ace.
You know where
the ace in the hole.
Where Boone's really losing me is I saw in the New York Post that he was quoted saying
he's going to make the next start.
Right now, we feel he is our best option.
Stop. My man's
stinks. Boone, come on, Boone, he stinks. Stop telling us that he's your best. This is the exact same thing that the Mets did when they were saying that they felt Reyes is their best option right now. I mean, I don't understand how you can look at these guys' starts when he's eating 2 innings for you and tell me he's your best option.
He's not the best option. I mean, my man's Boone. The Goombas are both a better option than Sonny Gray at the moment. Mm-hmm. I guarantee you. John Goomba.
Yeah.
Can we not throw at least 3 innings, maybe 1 run?
I hope, maybe.
With our knuckle curbs?
Our 50-mile-an-hour fastball.
But the main thing that's going on right now that's hurting the team is if Boston and the
2
Yankees...
games up now.
If Boston and the Yankees are going to go neck and neck, tight, all the way down to the wire, you can't be throwing Sonny Gray every 4th, 5th day and just handing Boston a win.
The throwaway games.
A win.
Yeah.
A game.
Also, what is this saying to your kids in the minors that you say that this is your best option right now? I know Sheffield's still a kid, but since he's been called...
Made the futures roster for the Yankees. Yeah, lone representative for the Yankees.
But anyway, he got called up to AAA. 9 starts. He's 2-3, but he's 2.61 ERA, 49 Ks, and 51 2/3 innings. His WHIP is 1.13. The kid's dealing.
Yeah.
You telling me this guy's a better option than right now? And how about Josh Rogers staying consistent, 6-6 with a 3.55 and 17 starts?
You still never hear that guy though.
You don't hear it.
Like he's never an option.
Well, I don't know why this poor kid is just staying down there throwing good baseball, just good baseball.
I don't know too much about him, to be honest.
He's consistent.
But I don't understand why he hasn't been an option whatsoever.
Let him get a chance.
Just throw him out there.
You skipped over him for Johnny Lozenge in Double-A. So I don't understand why they just...
Now he's going for an MRI.
Yeah.
On a stiff shoulder or whatever was going on.
I mean, maybe
hopefully that doesn't come in.
Maybe you need 12 injuries to give Josh his chance here. But I mean, what does it say to your kids that you say that this guy throwing 2 innings is better than anybody else right now?
It's not working. Like I said, you're handing, with this tight of a race, you're handing just wins to Boston, and Gray wilts against Boston to begin with. Mm-hmm. So you not only is losing games when he's throwing, he's kind of losing the Yankees of the AL East. Yeah, essentially. Mm-hmm. You want to look at it that way.
Yeah, no, you can look at it that way. He is.
And even if they say we'll fix him, blah 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 blah, they try the personal catcher excuse. That didn't pan out. Yeah. But even if they stick with him and they have to throw him in the postseason, is anybody in this world trust Sonny Gray in the postseason?
No, you're never going to see. First of all, if he makes a postseason roster, you're never going to see him. You're going to see him in a game you're down 7 runs or up 7 runs to try to save some arms, but he's not going to be reliable. No, you're never going to see him. He's definitely not going to be a starter. He's going to fall out of the rotation. He's going to be maybe like I just said, a guy that comes out of the pen when you're up 7-1 in the 7th, just trying to save arms.
Yeah, like I said, 4 out of the 5 starts. The team, the fans, baseball fans, they feel pretty good about the Yankees' chances. And even with Herman and Lozaiga, however you say it.
That's why I just call him
Lozenge. But not when Gray takes the ball. When Gray takes the ball,
Yeah. You get out to score at least 8 runs.
Yankees are losing.
Yeah.
It's not working out. It's no way around it. And we had tweeted out the other day, just thinking out loud about some random names post prior Yankees pitchers that couldn't really cut it in New York. Yeah. And you think of Carl, but when you think of Sonny Gray and his struggles within New York and against Boston, you think of Carl Pavano, Kevin Brown.
Yeah.
Jarrett Wright.
Punching the... What do you do? Punch the wall, break his hand?
Yeah. Nathan Eovaldi, who's dealing now.
Yeah, of course.
Of course, because he
was
cut in New
supposed
York.
to. He was supposed to.
Jeff Weaver.
Yeah.
Javier Vasquez. All these guys. You just think of these guys, and
some people can't
it's similar, and they have to cut their ties with them. And like we've been saying for a couple weeks now, with the trade deadline looming, they're gonna have to do something about it. And Jay Happ had his audition yesterday. It didn't quite go well.
Oh yeah. You guys hit him.
We hit him pretty hard. So on to the next.
Start the game too, right? Didn't you guys go back? Was it back to back to start the game? Yeah. All right, but the July 8th deadline's creeping. You guys got to fix the problem soon. Because
something needs to change, and we're not gonna harp on it again. That in order to get where the postseason goes, where the Yankees want to get, they're gonna need a guy after Tanaka, after CC, and after Sevi. Yeah. And whether that's
you need a fourth guy,
whoever there's so many names that are popping up now. They got to get somebody. And real quick about Kyle Higashioka, our boy Kyle Higashioka, 3 home runs.
Sign him up for the Derby.
3 home runs. We were making fun of him a little bit. 0 for 22 to begin his career, and he made history and joined Alfonso Soriano, but the only Yankee to homer the first 3 hits, home runs. So how about that for Mr. Kyle? Sign him up for the Derby. Man. Look out, Stanton.
Yeah, look out.
Sanchez, Judge, look out. Here comes Kyle Higashioka.
They're talking to Ichiro, too. I don't understand that.
Ichiro?
It's about the Derby. I don't know.
What does Ichiro do?
I don't know.
He can't play, but he's always stretching.
He's always on
pregame. He's always in the dugout.
He's always batting practice.
What does he do?
I don't know.
He's the Mariners without playing.
Yeah.
Strange.
I don't know. It's weird.
It's strange.
He's like in the office, but he's not retired.
Yeah.
He's still on the team.
It doesn't make any sense.
I don't know what it is. I've never seen anything like it.
It's strange.
Yeah.
But how about the Mets?
The Mets, what about them? So Mets
still Metsian.
Oh my God! Even after a walk-off slam, they want you to pump the brakes because we're still the Mets, and we want to show that to you with a nice shutout loss yesterday against the Rays. They're now 35-50.
Woo!
They lost 3-0 to the Rays, like I said yesterday.
Halfway to a hundo.
Still the second worst team in the National League. They got rocked by Blake Snell, who went 7 1/3, 0 earned runs, 9 Ks.
Blake Snell has developed into
walks.
quite a quality.
Unbelievable.
Yes, it was against the Mets, but he's been dealing all season long.
Yeah,
season long.
There's a low 2 ERA. The Mets did get 6 hits off of him. They had 3 leadoff doubles and they failed to score. So their offensive struggles really do continue.
And that's because of the mysterious man not being around, Mr. Yoenis Cespedes. Where is he? What is he doing? Is he even on the team?
So the 4-year, $110 million man continues to hide in rehab.
Mysterious.
And I think basically at this point you just gotta chalk it up to a bad contract. Last year he played 81 games. He played half a season for the Mets. This year he's played 31 games.
He started a little rocky, but towards the back end of before he got hurt, he was driving in runs.
And just the threat of him in that lineup is just an absolute game changer.
Well, that's the thing. It's no matter what the team is, no matter how they're playing, no matter if they are 35-50, missing the bat of Cespedes hurts
3 hole
in so many ways.
Regardless
of the team, regardless, it hurts. Yeah. It's like if the Yankees were playing, pretty crappy, and Judge was out. Obviously, Judge comes back, they're going to play better. Yeah. It's just a big bat that's missing.
That's why you give him the
in
money.
The heart of the lineup.
But
it's hurting that. It's hurting the team.
At this point, they'll be lucky if he plays 162 games over the 4 years total. He's basically been limping since he signed the contract. He's got the worst legs. I feel like he's constantly playing through injuries. Every time you watch him, at a hard play, whether it's running through first base or pulling up to the side to play a ball on a hop, it's always something. And you could see him grimace in the field. And they finally decided to put him on the DL, and now we're supposed to get excited that he's running.
A professional baseball player is running.
Articles coming out that, hey, he's running.
Like, that's breaking news. He's running.
I don't know.
Oh my, has the mighty have fallen.
But basically, to rely on somebody like this as much as we have, drop it at 35-50, A lot of changes need to happen during the offseason.
You look at 2015, and pretty much Cespedes carried the team to the World Series.
I will never be upset that we traded Michael Fulmer, who's having a decent career for the Tigers.
Nice pitcher.
For the rental at that time of Cespedes, because we did sign him again, so he technically a rental at the time. I'll never get upset because the goal is to get to the World Series.
Right.
And then win the World Series. So once you get there, you can never be upset that happened.
I
don't ever want to hear any Cubs fan complain about getting rid of Gleyber Torres because you won a World Series. That was
and
the
still
whole.
Sit nice. Still
Yes.
sitting pretty.
Yeah. So I never want to hear that you shouldn't have gotten rid of a guy when you accomplished
the goal. When you set out and accomplish the goal.
Yeah. So I can't be upset that we traded Fulmer. I can't be upset that we.
That just goes back to what I'm saying is I do not want to give up. Obviously, don't want to give up Torres. However, there are people out there, Yankee fans out there, that don't want to give up Frazier. And if somehow, some way, the Yankees can land, just say, a Bumgarner for giving up Frazier and a package of prospects that doesn't include Andujar or Torres, yeah, it's going to stink giving up Clint. But the goal is to get to the World Series.
Yep.
And if you combine just CC, Sevy, Bumgarner, and Tanaka, the chances obviously skyrocket.
Yep.
And if that only meant giving up Clint Frazier and you still keep Miguel, you still keep Gleyber, and you got to the World Series, it's a no-brainer.
It's a no-brainer.
Why would the goal is to win. So, yeah, you gave up Michael Fulmer, but you got to the World Series.
Mm-hmm.
And Cespedes was a big, big part of that. And it's just weird what's going on with this rehab. It's like he's saying it's one thing, the team's saying another thing. He was saying
if he speaks, he keeps hiding.
Yeah, and that's another thing too.
He's barely talking to any part of the media, which is frustrating in itself.
It was a hip strain. He was saying it was a quad or something. I
don't know either. But speaking of like trade deadline moves, the recent talks have really shifted from dealing DeGrom and Noah to either dealing Matz or Wheeler instead.
Not a bad idea.
It's not.
I still say you should trade one of DeGrom and Noah, just not to complete a full rebuild, just do kind of a half to expedite the process. And Rico even said the other day that he wants to do a quick rebuild.
Yeah.
So
because
obviously you would
be ready to compete next year.
Obviously you get a better return for those other two guys.
Major league ready rookie, but basically guys in AAA that are just about ready.
Wheeler and Matz, I think they have done enough to get a respectable package back of prospects, because teams are willing. They're going to will to take a chance on them. They really are.
They will. I mean, I think honestly, one of those guys is a good piece for that fourth starter for the Yankees. I'm sure you'd take him. They're more reliable than. I know. See, this is where I'm at.
See, now that you say that, I don't know if I would take Steven Matz or Zach Wheeler. I don't know.
As a fourth,
I don't know.
With control.
It's kind of the same thing as Hap.
It's similar.
It's the same thing.
It's similar.
4 runs.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Anyway, so I'm team keep Wheeler and DeGrom, because I've said it multiple times. I love DeGrom. He's consistent and he's healthy, and I don't want to be keeping a guy like Noah, who is constantly dealing with issues and is constantly on the DL.
Also, if the team deals DeGrom, like what? Yes, you're gonna get a boatload of prize prospects, but what's there to watch? You know, like he's having a Cy Young season.
I know.
And if the team deals him, it's just like the air is going to let out even worse than it is right now with the team.
For me, DeGrom is the guy you build around.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I hate the idea of trading a guy of that caliber, because when you have other options to give out rather than your clear Cy Young candidate here. Wheeler, I feel he's finally fully healthy. He had a serious injury with Tommy John. He had a setback during his recovery last year just due to fatigue. That really set him back. But it looks like he's pitching well now. He's kind of looks stronger. He's got his ERA down this year to 4.36 after it peaked at a 5.92.
Yeah, 91 strikeouts in 95 innings.
He's doing well.
Both of them are doing well.
And what I'm seeing from Zach is it was really just. I mean, how many pitchers nowadays get Tommy John surgery?
Everybody.
Half of them.
Everybody.
Yeah. So
6 out of 10, 7 out of 10.
The fact that DeGrom's always healthy. Maybe misses a start or two like this year with the hyperextended.
He's still a rock, though.
But he still goes back out there and grinds through it. Wheeler, I'm not going to pin injuries on him because it was Tommy John, which is a serious injury. He was out 2 years. And then to come back with, just I need to rebuild my strength. It wasn't really... He's not going down with the ailments and these constant different injuries.
I think Wheeler is finally getting stronger.
Yeah.
Finally getting stronger from the surgery because you look at him now. He's dialing it up. Yes. He had 97, I believe, on the radar.
He's dealing right now.
So he's finally
going deep into games. He's dropping that ERA down, like I just said. And Matz, on the other hand, Matz and Noah, I just personally don't trust. Noah, the past 2 years, he missed basically the entire year last year with the oblique after he grimaced and we left him in because nobody saw, nobody's paying attention in the Mets dugout. And now this year with the finger,
he is making
the finger, and he's out for months.
He's making a rehab start today. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yes, you are.
So hopefully he
back.
escapes that without no setback, and he comes back and. What is it? 2 weeks? 2 weeks before the deadline,
if
and
he's
maybe
back in the rotation. You gotta seriously look to move him. And Matz, I mean, he's having a great year.
Matt's last 9 starts, 2.55 ERA.
He is dealing. He's down to what?
3.31.
3.31 with a 1.23 WHIP.
81,
he's absolutely dealing.
81 strikeouts and 89.2 innings.
His value is high right now. This is,
and that's the thing.
This is showing a healthy Matz. And his value is high. So don't get suckered into it when he's going to go down with an inflamed elbow in a couple. Because it's what he does. He goes down with these ailments. I don't trust him. And I'd rather deal him high. So that's why I'm team trade Noah and Matz over DeGrom and Wheeler.
Again, right now at this very moment, if Matz and Wheeler have turned the corner... they have turned the corner, even if they're going to have like you say, if Matz is going to go down in 3 weeks with an inflamed elbow or tendonitis.
Yep.
Right now, at this very moment,
his value's high.
You're right. The Mets will be selling high on Matz and Wheeler because right now they have done enough to show teams, hey, we're fixed. Both of our guys are fixed. And also, you will be selling low on Noah, regardless of name value. Right now, it's all name value. And track record, I guess, but Noah can't stay healthy.
You need him to come back and make a couple strong starts.
And now his value would skyrocket.
You really need to come back and do a start at the end of this week because he's got Cy Young stuff. Everybody knows it. Career 2.92 ERA. Teams will take a chance on it if he comes back and throws 7 innings, 2 runs, and then 8 Ks. They'll see it and they'll take their chance on it.
The team definitely right now with the makeup of the rotation, because the rotation is still it's good right now.
It is.
It really is.
But the good thing that I want to see is once you trade one of these guys away.
That leaves you with Lugo,
I know
Zellman,
everybody in the Mets loves Lugo
Oswalt
in the pen. But you got to put Lugo in his rightful spot of the rotation, and you got to go fix the pen next year.
Yeah.
And that's where you maybe take some of these pieces that you get and get guys that can get into the bullpen.
Yeah, you have to seize the opportunity right now with these with Matz and Wheeler, and hoping Noah comes back strong, and then you start replenishing the roster and doing exactly what you just said. Fix the bullpen next year. It's not like if you dish even 1 or 2 of these guys. The Mets have nobody. You're still lucky enough to have Zellman, have Lugo, who kind of have dual roles.
Yeah.
Flexing,
that's it.
But still,
it ends like Zellman and Lugo.
You still have these guys. Oswalt pitching.
He had a good start.
You still have these guys. It's not like you can't start anybody. But I think if Matz and Wheeler or one of DeGrom or Noah's out, then just like you said, they put Lugo back in the rotation. And they start using these pieces and they even might dish Familia.
Yeah,
possibly.
Which I mean, I'm not opposed.
Then does Zellman go to the closer role?
He's fit for it, I think. with that sinker. I think he's fit for it. He struggled lately.
But then the bullpen would take a serious hit if
that's why you got to move. You got to make
moves. If Familia's out, Gesellman goes into that role.
Oh, for this year, but this year,
yeah,
you got to focus on next year.
Oh yeah, of course.
You're 14th out of 15 in the National League. Stop talking about we're gonna wait and see how we. You're 14th. Okay, you're done. You're 13 and a half out of first, but you get it. Stop. Stop. You blew it. You were 11-1 and you blew it. Let's go forward. Let's focus. Let's get the pieces and rebuild for next year. So that way it's not a multiple year rebuild. Let's take care of it now.
Well, like they said, they want to do a quick rebuild, and hopefully they get these pieces to accommodate that. Also, before we want to get into our boy Jennry Mejia.
Jennry?
Okay.
How you doing,
Henry? Before that,
how you doing, Henry?
Some of the reports that are out there now is Matt Harvey coming to the Yankees. That the Yankees want to get Matt Harvey, and I'm just
doing okay.
No, it doesn't matter. Do the Yankees really want Matt Harvey and his baggage back in New York on the other side?
I don't even know if Matt wants
in the clubhouse. No,
the guy's finally doing okay
because he's doing well for the Reds. Who Reds have been
on fire.
A lot of credit to interim manager Jim Riggleman.
Yeah,
he's having these guys play and horrible start 3-15 with Brian Price, and they canned him and enter Riggleman, and he's having those guys play. But I don't have much to say, but just do the Yankees, do Yankee fans want Matt Harvey? No, the answer is no.
Not anymore. You did when he was dealing in the World Series.
Okay, well that was years ago.
I got you.
Years ago. So because he's going to be cheap, no. I just
the baggage is
too much. I don't want the Yankees. They don't even 29 losses. They're fighting Boston. You want to bring Matt Harvey into this Boston rivalry? No. Just
give me a quiet guy like Bumgarner who's going to say nothing and go 8 innings in the playoffs.
End it right there. I want nothing to do with Harvey. And
okay.
Y'all can just get on me for that, but I don't want him.
So speaking of rebuilding the bullpen, Jennry Mejia
is back. He's back. But why?
28-year-old last pitched in
2015.
You know, he had a handful of starts in his career, but he's mainly a reliever. Career 3.83 ERA.
He wasn't terrible.
8 Ks per 9. You know, he had 28 saves in 14. He was supposed to be the guy to close over Familia.
113 games.
You know, he was known for that
3.68.
That celebration stomp where he used to slam his right foot. I mean, he was a good pitcher. They were really counting on him to be him and Familia be that 8-9 in that pen.
He was good.
But
he was permanently banned
in 2016.
From the game.
He got the
keyword
lifetime.
Keyword permanently. Those two keywords.
Banned
okay.
After his third failed drug test in 2016. But no, so once I saw that he had been reinstated.
Yeah, MLB announced Friday that Mejia, after 3 positive tests for PEDs, can be reinstated in time for spring training.
So exactly. So I'm talking about rebuilding the bullpen. He's probably going to be one of the pieces. But no, I had to look into it. So I looked into an article in the New York Times.
We say he's been good. That also could be why he was taking PEDs.
Fair. That does help.
Okay,
does help. But according to the provisions of baseball's Joint Drug Prevention and Treatment Program, a player who receives a lifetime ban may apply for reinstatement after 2 years.
So there you go.
I don't understand.
Why have the rule?
It's
based on the discretion of Commissioner Manfred.
But basically, you're telling major leaguers that 3 times getting caught isn't a ban. It's a longer timeout.
Right.
It's a longer game suspension than what they've been receiving.
Bring Pete Rose. Bring him back.
Pete Rose.
Bring him back.
Pete Rose has been banned for like 30 years now.
Call him up.
No, he didn't.
Get the phone, John Goomba. Get the phone.
So apparently, we're telling players that cheating. It's okay to cheat 3 times. We're going to let you back in. 3 times you caught cheating. And they just
it's all right. Longer.
It's okay because you did. So you can't cheat. Oh, sorry, you can cheat because I'm talking about P. Rose now. He didn't cheat, but he bet on baseball. But he didn't bet against the Reds. He bet that the Reds would win.
Yeah.
So what you're saying that it's okay to cheat over. I mean, it's a touchy subject with betting and all that, but it's basically saying that cheating is not as.
But now they're allowing it.
I know. Now they're allowing it. But Money Mayweather bet on himself. So.
Money Mayweather.
Right? He put like $400,000 down on himself, whatever he put down. I don't remember. But basically, you're just saying that it's okay to cheat is what you're telling every major league player right now. And it's not like it's a star player coming back. It's not.
Mejia.
It's not like
It's not like Cano coming back
Judge,
and then
anybody getting busted 3 times.
Cano getting off his suspension and then being caught again.
The entire baseball world forgot about Jennry Mejia.
I did too. Honestly, I totally forgot about him.
I mean, he hasn't
until I saw that
He's
news.
been pitching 15. Yeah, you haven't seen the guy. He got banned again while he was still serving a sentence.
Sentence. Prison.
Uh,
Mejia, he even admitted to the use. And
he finally did after he called it a witch hunt.
Yeah. He implied that MLB was conspiring against him. And, this witch hunt.
Yeah.
So I guess he kind of worked through his issues when he had his time off.
Oh, once he realized he was throwing millions of dollars down the drain, he probably cowered and said, "I'm sorry," and let me play again. Because he threw away a couple, like $4 to $6 million. That was gonna be in his contract. So
I'm sure he can still help the team.
I'll take him. He was fine as long as he gets back to game ready. He was fine. I mean, we're trying out there now. What we had with Robles, who's now gone, and Swarzak's really panning out. So I mean, you take anybody. We have one of the worst pens in the league.
Yeah, I'm sure he can help. And
if Familia's gone, we're gonna need even more help.
According to the report, also he is allowed to partake in non-public workouts after the All-Star break.
I did see that.
So he's right around the corner.
And he could do like minor league rehab.
Mid-August, minor's assignment. And then he's good to go next year.
Read the same article?
I guess so. But it's just crazy to think that...
How quickly he's able to participate. And then, boom, next year, spring training, he's on the roster, Mejia's back. That's crazy. I don't know. That just blows my mind that a lifetime ban isn't a lifetime ban.
Now, here's something. What if the Mets try to deal him? Hey, remember? Hey, Brewers.
I don't think anybody's gonna take a chance on him.
Hey, Brewers, you remember Mejia? he had in 2014, guys. He had 28 saves. Remember that guy?
Yeah.
How about we package him?
Yeah. You can't use him yet. It's for next year. Save him. Put it in the bank.
Do you have any leverage yet?
Put him in the bank.
But be a piece to trade, be a dish.
Yeah.
We'll give you him and Wheeler.
Yeah.
Oh man. But Yankees finished with the Jays and Mets with the Rays.
Yep.
And we're climbing towards the
All-Star break.
Yep. And the All-Star rosters are announced tonight, I believe.
Okay.
So we got that to look forward to. I think it's tonight. I'm pretty sure.
So DeGrom for the Mets and nothing else.
Yes, for DeGrom with the Mets, he's going to
start. And then the Yankees roster. Actually, I don't know. I don't know if he'll start because it's in Washington, so they might give it to Scherzer.
He's on another level too.
Yeah, so I mean, it's fine. When was it Citi Field?
Nobody can knock Scherzer.
They started Harvey.
Mad Max is just insanity. Every start.
I could see Nationals.
Has been a little less than ideal recently. Let up 4 runs, I think, last night. 3 home runs, I think. But also, it's going to be the whole entire Brave organization playing in the game. Nick Markakis with his first All-Star nod, but that'll be something to look forward to. And hopefully they announce the Derby participants soon. Yeah. And hopefully it's not a crappy field like sometimes it is. Yeah.
Not
Ichiro or
Hisap Choi.
Yeah.
You knew what I was going to
But he had 4 home runs, 3 home runs.
God.
Whatever. But that's about it for this week's episode. Thanks for listening. As always, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Tune in next week for next week's episode. Subscribe to our iTunes. Again, our YouTube channel. SoundCloud. And be sure to give the Goombas a follow on our Twitter at WeAreTheGoombas. Hey. Goombas again. Salud.
Arrivederci.